this last brick. What are we going to do here, guys? I think we're going to have to go to the battery. Yeah, I think we're going to have to nicely go down to battery and just break it as clean as we possibly can. Look at that for a trick. Hold your pin lock, and then you just spin the blade backwards, and then equally in reverse. I sit that on there, I spin that in there, I'm holding down the pin lock, make sure it's locked just until it's nipped tight, and then friction, it only, because it's a reverse thread, friction only ever makes it tighter. And then like that, with no tool, I can quickly, in seconds, change all of my blades. Right, I've got to get in here now, boys. Let's see what we can do. Like a glove. I really should have made an effort today, and I apologise I didn't, but I'm rushed for time, which is no excuse, but that's what I'm telling you, because I am. This thing doesn't like starting from hot. Fine. Can I crack it? Yes, you can. Right, time for hand saw. I'm not going to go far without these. Right, guys, so I don't ever actually really show when I'm going to the van or what time it takes, but at the moment I've got the van parked down the road around the corner, which I hate doing. But yeah, the point I'm making is I kind of know what I need to use today, but now with this very little coming off, it's a different tool to take a little off. It's easy with a hand saw. I end up going back and forth from the van, no end of time, so I don't actually allow the time in the videos. I always cut it out in the time lapse. But if you guys notice how many times I say walk off set, comment below sponsored walk, or whether you guys empty your van or get every single tool out to do the job at once. So I'm forever back and forth from the van. This should now fit. Keyword being should. Right then, guys, let's stop the time lapse for a minute and let's talk about this. So while I've wanged that in there and that's supporting itself, please don't do this at home. You will definitely snap your drill bit. Of all the silly things I do, mask up, PPE, boots, not safety Nikes, and yeah, don't be breathing in brick dust, silica. I know the dangers. You can comment away, I know the dangers. I'm just been doing this for 12 years and that's no excuse. But like a smoker, it's just difficult to break habits. Like, I'm used to just going about my day and getting on with my job. I am far more conscious now about health and safety than I ever was. But yeah, long story short, back to the point. Stop waffling. I am picking the larger brick here because I tried to go in mortar joints, but it's not that strong. So I've picked the larger brick here, and then I will probably pick a larger brick somewhere here, yay, and somewhere here, yay. That's Kanye. I'm on one. And this is what I'm trying to do with it. Let's lose that. Right, so I'm now putting the brown in, starting my screw. Put your pouch in, Jai. I hammer that in until that's solid. Then I'm getting that to bite and pull that in. Then I'm backing that off while that is sunk in there, and then is what I'll do is I'll get some packers and then I'll lock it in place. See, like this, I can control whether that goes in and out when I get the level on it, and then all I have to do is just place the packers in place. Yep, easy. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what went on there, but something's going on there, and yeah, it was tight on that head, but it's tight at the back, and I've taken all of it off. So I'm gonna have to tidy that up somehow. And I'm going to have to try and tidy the brickwork up at the top. The brickwork is two different heights. Can you see how on this side and this side, you know, I'm below the line there, and I'm above the line, then I'm below the line. But when I do this, it's slightly out, but that's not out to the point, like if I come there, it's not out to the point where it should be that drastically out. You know, if that was that drastically out and the brick lines were level, then the level would look something like that. Let's keep trying to make this side solid. This is going to be a hinge side, so I've got that there. Lovely. Always flip your level. Wow, woo ya. And yeah, I've just checked this. Better than good. Oh, and I've probably just filled my shake with dust. And here's the behind the scenes. We have this thing set up, and it is honestly minutely moving. You see that? That mixed with a time lapse is what gives us those sick cinematic shots. Smash the like button if you like the cinematics. I'll see you in the next one. Right then guys, so there we go. Strong, sturdy frame. Time to swing the door. However, we need some stuff. So let's have a clear up and I'll see you in the next one. Right guys, we're back. We now have the job of putting this stuff in. This is our chemical fix. And this stuff literally just pumps in and goes off rock solid. Break those off there. Put this in the gun, start to pump. So there's 2 parts to this in here, guys. You see that? Right, there we go. Now this should mix much better. There's a little metal clip in the end of these, and I obviously need to make sure I break that clip in order for a good mix. Now we're getting a colour change. There we go. Right. All these silly little loose bits, I shall make sure they won't ever come out. All I need to do is put a blob like that on. I'll show you on this one, guys. You'll see this at the end here in a minute. I might actually just pump out. Can you see how that's starting to blow? Yeah, okay, that's blown. Right, that's there. Right, let's go get some squirty foam. And then we have this lot and a pair of handles. Right, so this next bit, guys, you want yourself a can of whipped cream. That's what I put in here. Or as Stewie Griffin would say, Cool Whip. No, I'm messing with you. No nonsense, expanding foam. It's not looking good. It is really not looking good. We have another one in reserve if we need it. Gonna have to try it. Something tells me this has got far too cold on my hand. Alright then guys, let me show you how good these wipes are. This is Builder's version of makeup wipes. They've got like a oily barrier on them, or something that like breaks everything down. Equally doesn't always come apart very easily. Bosh. Right, I'm going to let that go off. It's now 1 o'clock on the 19th of February. I'm going to go do the 24 cream egg challenge. See you in a mo. Here we go guys, if you're just tuning in. 24 mini eggs. Here we go guys. We're going to try and see if any one of us in this room today can eat 24 cream eggs within the space of an hour. Bosh. 8-pack. How many can we eat within the hour? Get involved in the chat, guys. How many do you think one person can eat within the hour? Look at the bin. I don't know what's at stake.
Have you shown Ken's ones? Show everyone Ken's ones. He's a fan.
Let's we'll just take this for reference. Here's Ken's 24.
There was one helmet. Are they digging in? Have they
One.
tried?
I've had one.
We've got 22 people and only 2 likes. Smash that like button, guys.
That is good going.
All right then guys, we're back. Is that got sound? Yeah, we got sound. Right, we're back. We've got another tube. Gonna try and pump another tube up in here. Is that gonna pop? There we go, that's popped. Is that gonna mix? Yeah, that's perfect. then guys, let's now focus on getting this door on its hinges. So as I said, this is the frame. See how it's the same thickness as a door? This is what they call frame ledger and braced. That's the braces, they're the ledgers. That's the door jambs, head, sole, whatever you want to call it. Let's offer this up. I'm hoping for an easy fit. Oh, yeah, because we've taken a lot off that, haven't we? That is annoying. Right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the old trestles out and we should just rip X amount off the floor. I think it's going to be a shame, but unfortunately the patio is a different height to the door frame, or the bottom of the sill, I should say. So if I went there to there, 1970, and this one, yeah, right, let's get set up. Right, so I've marked out the bottom of the door. Now I shall rip it off. Right, now watch this. Stay there. Grab the wedge, the Sam wedge. I get that in there, wedged like that. Now all I'm actually doing is nipping it up on the bead. I'm not actually fully up there. Right guys, so when it comes to the centre, all I do is measure out. If I know it's 1981, then I just do 2 metres, 2 metres, have 2 little lines, and then find the centre. That was 1960, so I've done 90, 970. Ended up with like a 20mm gap straight in the centre. That gives me the centre of that. Now, I should get out these nice big ball bearing hinges. Well, will ya? And where is knife? Knife's in my pocket, here we go. So, important little tip, if you have the knives where you can do that with your blade, then obviously whenever you try and run up the side of something, this is very thin. If you have the slidey over the top blades, they're already like 30mm thick and they're quite awkward and chunky to get into tight points. Right guys. Right, so like, long story short, I get that set to the thickness. And we just go around router and we just pair up with a chisel. We just feel and take out the high spots. Now then, let's put just, all I need is one, I think. One in the right place anyway, like that. And then this now allows me to mark out the rest. You see guys? Now then, like this. Then it's what I can do. It's even though these are stainless. So if I can then get, oh, I hate stainless. Just lay the door down. And now let's quickly chisel these out. Sit back there. Right guys, it's finally the time for this. It's frustrating that I couldn't get the colour to match the handles, but it unfortunately is what it is. But there we go. Just going to take a touch off there where that dives in at the top. But yeah, we've not repaired it, but we've picked brickwork up so far today. And now we're going to put this 5-lever mortise lock in. I've recently just done a mortise lock, didn't I? But yeah, if there's something you guys didn't understand, hopefully I'll cover it in this one. So this is the basket, and from the face, so that includes this, to the centre of that is called the offset of the basket. So here we have quite a shallow one, yeah, 45mm, because we have a very shallow rail or jamb. So let's not hang about. Let's get this one in. What have I done with a pencil? There it is. The square. Here's the square. So if I'm 44, if I set this at 22, or thickness of my lead, 21, bang in the centre. So now then I want to sit this here and sort of consider where all of this is coming to. So what I'm going to do is get this square, put that on there, and go tick, and go tick. So now I've got that marked out. Now I need to go and get my drills. So the clear up. I'm not going to need this anymore. Right then guys, so I'll go over it quickly again. So whatever that is, I find an auger bit that's just a bit bigger than that, but no bigger than my faceplate. Will I get away with a 22 on this one? So 22 is plenty big enough for that. Yeah, and 22 doesn't quite overlap that. 22 on this one. And then I'll stand to the side again. This is just the same as before. The top one I aim up slightly. Absolute dream when I do this outside in softwood. The bottom one I just aim down and just fill in the gaps. Now, I am going to be careful, but this one is obviously softwood, so this one will pare out very easily with this big old chisel. Once I know I'm safe and I've broken the face out, we get a bit rougher. Just that initial breaking in, you worry about everything splitting out. You see how sharp chisels, well, kind of sharp chisels, make this so much easier. Some people are brave enough to just keep going in and out with the drill, but with flat bits, they tend to bounce all over the place, so I just like to just go in with a sharp chisel and just let that do its job. I think I might have to use the drill. Right, lay that there. How do we now? Got to do this silly. Oh no, this one's a lot simpler. I recommend this one, guys. One, it's got a short basket, and two, watch this. Dreams. Absolute dreams. Let's take a look at this. There's a good little tip. If you get this in your hand, sit that in your place, then eye in where that comes to, and then drill through.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Right then guys, I'm back. Apologies, this died. You'll have seen what I've been doing on the time lapse because I've got another camera going, luckily. So, tempted to take more off that, but then I don't want it to clatter in the wind. And I don't want to have to leave a massive gap at the bottom. But yeah, there we go. Locked, unlocked. to save that from twisting. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put some big ass screws through the top and bottom rails. What I'm going to do. So let's clear up.